Temporal Agent. Papa Lima November. Reporting for duty. Timeline 1492. Caribbean Islands. Investigating. Disappearance of ships of Columbus. This is Papa Lima November, codename Pineleaf Needles, starting investigation. I have arrived here at the destination. I first am checking to see if there are any resources I can gather. It would be nice if someday we could have a temporal transfer that allows us to bring resources with us, but for the time being, we are still forced to collect everything we need along the way. I can only hope that if I do find remains of the ships of Columbus, that there will be some resources within them that could be of some use. Now, I have been asked to see if I could find remains. There have been some coordinates given to determine if these are. Well, that does look like a Spanish ship, which, if the timeline is right, there shouldn't be any here. Yes. That's, of course, assuming they sent me to the right spot. The Santa Clara. Yes, definitely a Spanish ship. Now let's see if we can determine what happened to this Santa Clara. And we're going to do this by first seeing if I could break into there. Good. And finding out what's in here. Not that this ship is in particularly good shape at the moment anyway. All right, there you go. And there you go. Now let's see if we could put this to good use. Now, where were we? Let's see if we could find anything in here. Now, I think they would be keeping the supplies up here. Oh, here's a chest. And some iron. Yeah. And boy, they had quite a number of treasures here. Well, then perhaps they've already collected some things before they crashed. So they made first contact, it looks like. So I don't think they were carrying a large amount of treasure on the way out. But let's see if we can find the logs here anywhere. It might help to give us some clue. Alright, now down here. Let's check this here. They never did give me a good... Why am I using this? If I'm going to go around finding a... Oopsie daisy. Looking for all of this, then perhaps I can use this iron that I collected. I've got enough in order to make some better tools. There you go. There you go. A pickaxe, an axe, and how about again, maybe a shield would have been decent. If the natives aren't happy with me being here, they may, or perhaps I might run into some surviving crew member. Ooh, this could be some information I need here. Good. Let's see the log here. Yes. As I thought. This is from 1492 during the voyages. All right, that's something good to know. So it's from 1492. What else? Let's see. So this is the Niña. Right. Nothing more confusing than a ship with two names. All right. So this is the Niña. That means the other coordinates must be for the Pinta and the Santa Maria. Now we will of course confirm this. There you go. But let's see what's in this treasure chest. This treasure map. Is that something that they buried? And why did they bury it? Because it's unlikely that it's a random chest or anything, right? Okay, there you go. Because who else would have buried it here if it weren't the crew of this? But then why would they have buried it here? Good question. And how far am I from this? Let's see. Okay, well, I should be right on top of it. Well, right on top of it. That means more likely here. Aha. Well, I was never much of a treasure hunter. I know why. Oh, here we go. Oh, good, more iron. That way I can make a shield if necessary. Oh, and some food. That will come in very handy in the next few days because they've given me they've given me a week in which to do all of my investigation, after which I will be brought back. Unfortunately, all this treasure I find is not going to do me any good back where I go because just as nothing I had with me when I left. Oh my goodness gracious. That doesn't look stable in the least. Maybe I will avoid that. Good. Now let's see how we're doing. Do I have time to look for the other ships? See that we've got. Oh, we've got. See, this is. We were right around here. This is of the three ships. So I saw the ship before I started looking at the coordinates. All right, this is the first set of coordinates. The second set of coordinates would be to go. All right, this way. Oh wait. This is 201 minus 201. I need to go. Oh my. The other two, are they underwater? Well, there is no way I am heading underwater at this time because that's just nothing but a recipe for death. So what I'll do is I will dig in right over here, find myself a nice secure little spot, and hole up for the night, and maybe even find some resources that I could use in order to help in my investigation, or maybe even some clues. Perhaps I'll find an old cave where they are. But obviously, until I get some more information and find all three ships, I really don't want to move too far from here. Let's see. Let's put this right over here. Okay, we don't have to worry about that yet, but I'm sure it's going to be night pretty quickly. So let's get that done. There you go. Yeah, that takes care of what's lighting this place up. Oh, good question. I'll have to find that out in a moment. Now, let's see. Do I have any... No, I'm going to have to gather up some stones so that I can make a little bit of an oven here. All right, there you go. Let's see. Oven. Where's... Ah, here's my stone. Right over here. Good. Yeah, let's put it way back there. Where it's going to be hard to reach. All right, there you go. Now I've got you. Let's see. We don't need that. Good. And I don't need that. But I can use charcoal. There you go. Now I can see. Oh, yes. What do I want here? Oh, yes. I want a shield. That's what I'm going to be needing because if the natives decide that they take exception to my presence, who knows? Maybe they had a shaman or something like that who called in a windstorm or something. We don't know yet. That's what we're investigating. So I've got that. Good. So I don't need that. Gold and emeralds. Well, I can't throw those away, right? Well, of course not, even though it's not going to come back with me and I can't take it with me when I return. Let's see. All right, let's just get a little bit more of that. And we could do some digging and see what I can find here. What all will I need in order to do my investigation? It'd be nice if I could find some... I knew I was thinking of finding something, but I can't think of it at the moment. Well, some means to breathe on the water would be nice, that's for sure, because if I don't have some means of doing that, then I'm going to have trouble surviving this little investigation here. You can't get very far searching for underwater ships if you don't have a means in order to survive underwater. At least that's been my experience so far. Now let's continue on and see if there's anything useful down this way. Somehow I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to help me breathe underwater, though. Just a bunch of rocks so far. Yeah, just a bunch of rocks. Anything here? All right, good. Now, let's see. We can smelt up some iron, right? Good. We can get that. We can get a few torches, and we should all be set. Good. Now, maybe if I could find some coal, that could be useful. That way I won't have to worry about processing all this wood. But then we go find out what happened to that ship, because it looks like it took quite a hit to it, because half of it is broken off, so the other half might be below the sea or something like that. I'm wondering if one of the 3 ships sighted wasn't actually the 3rd ship, but the other half of the Niña, We can't be sure. Well, I suppose if we saw the word Santa Clara written on the side, it might answer the question. But outside of that, we wouldn't be sure. There you go. The question is where the crew is. Well, sometimes you see some weird things happening in crew when you're dealing with time distortions. Maybe they were flung back in time or flung forward in time or something like that. That's always a weird possibility. We will have to find that out soon enough. Let's see. Let's put this back here and make sure I am dealing with time properly. How am I doing? I've got more iron. All right, so I will have to process that because I want to make sure I've got plenty of iron to make sure I have tools to handle whatever's coming up ahead. Because I'm sure something nasty is going to be coming around to me eventually. Too bad I can't keep this stuff once we're all done here. But that's the fate of the current technology and going back to and fro time. There you go. You're lucky that you arrived with the clothes on your back. I mean, there have been a few incidents where people hadn't. Some rather embarrassing situations also, especially if it's a major public place. Now, let's see. There you go. And there you go. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh well. I have plenty of iron, it looks like. That's not too, but finding extra coal would be really nice. That'd probably be more important than iron at the moment. So iron would be, especially since it looks like my pick is ready to go away. Yeah. All of here. Cut the granite, cut the granite, cut the granite. I'm not too sure if I'll be needing any of these stones. That's a good question. How much should I take with me? I'm going to have to figure that I'm likely to get separated from this place. So I don't want to stash a huge amount of important stuff over here just before going away. And I just don't like it when they send me on underwater missions. They usually end up making me very, very uncomfortable. One ship above water, that really was fine, but the rest of them, the ones that are underwater, they're going to be a real pain. Yeah, I was afraid of that. All right, that's one iron pick completely used up. Now I better get back because I think it is going to be daylight soon. And I want to be able to ready to meet the dawn when it comes around. Obviously, not completely here yet. Okay, now let's see. We have. Ooh, what have we got here? We've got. Where's the iron? Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. That'll finish up with the iron. I don't need all of the stone here. So, what would be nice. Actually, I'm going to make 2 picks. And that's just because. Right? Getting an upgrade. Well, I was a little bit fast on. Oh, well. It was worth a shot. A little bit too fast there. All right, now let's see. We got the. I wasn't seriously building that one. I was just doing that for the humor of it. All right, let's see. We need this. We've got. I'll just pick up those two. Actually, get a better idea. No, I'll go with the original plan. I'll just tuck that into there, tuck that into there. I decided later on what I want to do with these. Let's see, how am I doing with this? Looks like I've explored everything on that map. All right, good, good. Oh, and it looks like it is now day, and this is Agent Papa Lima November signing out after the first day of my investigation.